Why was Obama's name edited out of FBI documents, and why did he ignore evidence of Russian meddling in our elections? By Rebecca O'Connell for Guerrilla News. Is the media unable to locate former President Barack Obama to question him about his involvement in the FISA abuse scandal? Why is the media not asking the former president about the Trump-Russia collusion scandal that Democrats and their allies helped to promote? Does anyone care that after 1 year of hearing nothing but Russia, Russia, Russia from the mainstream media, that they've suddenly gone silent on this issue? President Trump lashed out at his predecessor, Barack Obama, on Tuesday and used the former president's own words to bolster the case that Trump's campaign didn't help Russians tamper with the 2016 election. There is no serious person out there who would suggest somehow that you could even rig America's elections. There is no evidence that that has happened in the past or that it will happen this time. And so I'd invite Mr. Trump to stop whining and make his case to get votes. The president wrote, quoting Obama from October 2016. Moments later, Trump completed his Twitter thought on Obama and the elections. The President Obama, quote, just before election, that's because he thought crooked Hillary was going to win and he didn't want to rock the boat. When I easily won the Electoral College, the whole game changed and the Russian excuse became the narrative of the Dems, Trump concluded. And in a follow-up tweet he added, I have been much tougher on Russia than Obama. Just look at the facts. Total fake news. Trump has called Russian interference in the election a hoax, ginned up by Democrats who were upset by his win over Clinton. On Monday, he took another shot at Obama, claiming he should have stopped Moscow from meddling when he was commander-in-chief. Obama was president up to and beyond the 2016 election. So why didn't he do something about Russian meddling, he wrote. After being informed by U.S. intelligence agencies about how Russia was trying to influence the election in the summer of 2016, the Obama administration struggled to respond. Watch Barack Obama's comments from the Rose Garden only weeks before the 2016 presidential election.
There is no serious person out there who would suggest somehow that you could even rig America's elections. There's no evidence that that has happened in the past, or that there are instances in which that will happen this time. And so I'd invite Mr. Trump to stop whining and go try to make his case to get votes.
Isn't that something, huh? Isn't that something? Because they thought Hillary was a shoo-in. So what about Barack Obama's involvement in the FBI scandal that exposes the corruption and bias with certain major players in our intelligence community, but who also appears to point to the former president who was betting on a Hillary win? The Conservative Tribune reports the Strzok Page text messages at the center of the growing FBI scandal are proving to be a gold mine of information for conservatives, but may be a thorn in the side of Democrats who are increasingly looking complicit and guilty. It is already widely known that the FBI agent Peter Strzok and Bureau Attorney Lisa Page held strong anti-Trump bias, despite the fact that they were supposed to even-handedly investigate both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump without playing favorites. Now, additional text messages that were sent between the affair-embroiled FBI officials have revealed another bombshell. Documents sent to then-Director James Comey during the Clinton email investigation were purposely edited to hide key information, including President Obama's connection to the scandal. The text exchanges also indicate the FBI substituted and then omitted damaging language in the FBI Director Comey's July 5, 2016 statement that recommended Clinton not be charged, explained investigative journalist Sharyl Attkisson in The Hill. You would think that the fact an insecure personal email account was used to communicate with the President of the United States while visiting unfriendly countries would be a pretty big deal and something that investigators into Clinton's email usage would want to highlight. Instead, FBI officials appear to purposely cover this very alarming piece of information before the report went to Director Comey. You would think that the fact an insecure personal email account was used to communicate with the President of the United States while visiting unfriendly countries would be a pretty big deal and something that investigators into Clinton's email usage would want to highlight. Even more damning is the evidence that the FBI officials knew they were being biased and took steps to hide their conniving conversations. So, look, you say we text on that phone when we talk about Hillary because it can't be traced? Page wrote in one of her texts. She probably didn't want that message to get out. Every piece of information that comes out of the scandal seems to make Comey, the Obama-era FBI, and a list of Democrat allies increasingly guilty. The Department of Justice set out to find collusion from Trump and Russians, and the Russians, it looks like there was collusion, but it was between Barack Obama's DOJ and power-hungry liberal allies the whole time, right? Yeah. And they even texted that message where she's saying that you say we text on the phones when we talk about Hillary because it can't be traced. Unbelievable. You know, look at this. Like, she had everybody working for her. That's why she had that air of arrogance, you know, that you couldn't like explain when during the debates when she was debating with Trump. You know, you saw this arrogance about her, like, yeah, Trump, say whatever you want, I'm going to win. And I kept on saying, oh, I hope she doesn't win, you know, because she had everybody and their grandmother working for her. You get what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.